Mom, time to get a shower. You haven't had one in 2 weeks. What do you mean 2 weeks? I had one yesterday. No, you didn't, Mom. You really didn't. Let's do one now. I don't want to shower. Leave me alone. I'm clean. And that's it. The conversation is over. The wall is up. You push a little more. Mom, please, you do need a shower. But all it leads to is war. You heave an exhausted sigh, then rolling your eyes, thinking, oh, I'll just give up. You walk away, feeling frustrated. And then you feel guilty about being snappy to your mom, so you apologize, only to realize she forgot about the whole thing. Welcome to the world of dementia. In 13 years of working as a dementia carer in England, I never met a single family who didn't struggle with this. Not one. Bathing refusal is one of the most common symptoms in mid-stage dementia. Almost every Alzheimer patient reaches this point, which means almost every family reaches the moment you are in right now. It's not about hygiene. It's not about stubbornness either. And it's absolutely not about them wanting to drive you crazy, although you have no doubt that's the case. It's not. It's about those changes in the brain. Let me explain what's actually happening. Think of it like this. Dementia is holes in the brain. The holes come from neurons dying and the connections between them breaking down. Also, the brain physically shrinks. That means by the end of the disease, it's no longer a healthy, bouncy ball. It's more like a sea sponge, trying to hold water but losing it everywhere. And this is the very thing that's trying to make sense of the world. Needless to say, it's impossible. The brain changes affect the entire nervous system. They change how the body perceives stimuli. The person standing in front of you refusing to shower is not being difficult. Their brain is producing a completely logical response to a situation that to them feels genuinely unpleasant, confusing, and yes, sometimes even frightening. That's the shower. Yes, I'm talking about this simple 5-minute everyday thing called shower. That's how it can feel to a person with dementia. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So, what exactly happens? Let's say your mom has mid stage Alzheimer's. Her clothes have the remnants of last week's menu. And I mean, really satin stains. She wears those clothes 24/7, sleeping in them because no one in this world is able to convince her that it's actually a good idea to change into a nightie for the night. You gave up explaining that, but you can't give up on the idea that she needs a good clean, at least sometimes. But when you tell her so, she fights. She used to be a clean, nice smelling person, but now, well, she's not. And you can't for the life of you understand why a simple shower leads to World War III, even just mentioning it. Well, think about what a shower actually involves. First, you need to feel the need for it. For this, you need a healthy frontal lobe, where you make the decision, then act on it. In dementia, the frontal lobe gets damaged badly. That means the motivation is gone. Why would anyone do a thing that they don't even feel the need to? For you, a shower takes 5 minutes. Undress, wash, dry off, done. Now, imagine doing all of that when the brain, the CEO of the body, has shrunk and has holes in it. It can't do its job anymore. And so the whole body starts to fall apart with it. The joints hurt. Because of the neurological changes and age, something as simple as taking off a jumper can cause real pain. Also, the brain has changed how it interprets sensation, so the skin has become hypersensitive. Water that feels perfectly normal to you might feel scalding or freezing to them. Person with dementia may not be able to verbalize it, but they pretty darn well can act on it. Then there's the shame. To them, you can feel like an intruder to their privacy, although all you want to do is to help. They can't say, I feel embarrassed, but their behavior will tell you. And then there's you, stressed. You want to get this done and forget about the whole nightmare. It's understandable, but they can feel that. Even when language is gone, they read your energy perfectly. Let's put the equation together. Pain, oversensitivity, no motivation, shame, and the stressed person trying to force them into something they don't even feel it's necessary. Is it really surprising when they refuse? I hear you saying, okay, Zita, now I know. But what do I do to make my husband shower? He even smells bad. I hear you. The harsh truth is that you can't make him want a shower because the part of the brain that can want is gone. When you try to convince him, you are talking to a hole in his brain. You can only work around things. Let's see how. Let me start by saying something that will feel wrong at first. Let it go. Not forever, but let go of the idea that they need to shower every single day. Once a week is enough. Take it easy. Unless there's a medical reason, maybe a wound, an infection, a weekly wash is just fine. Let me tell you a few rules that may sound weird, but in dementia, they can save the day. Rule number 1, you have to be ready for this. Giving your loved one a shower is hard work, especially when the roles have shifted. You used to be their spouse or their child. Now you are their caregiver. That's a lot. And here's the thing. The more stressed you are, the more difficult they will be. Why? Because people with dementia are unbelievably good at picking up vibes and reading your energy. Rule number 2. Some words can be triggering. Shower, for one. So try different words and approaches like bathroom, or I bought you your favorite soap, mum, or let's change this old top to that lovely blue one. You may have to be a bit creative here. Let's say you have that golden day when your loved one is not fighting when you mention the shower. The first step is prepare everything first. Towels, clean clothes, soap, everything within reach before you start. The goal is to minimize the time they spend cold and exposed. Get things done as quickly and gently as possible. If getting into the shower or bath causes fear or pain, a sponge bath at the sink may be a completely valid option. Face, hands, underarms, clean clothes, done. Not perfect, but enough. Stay calm. This is easier said than done, I know. But your emotional state is the most powerful factor in how the moment goes. Talk them through the shower. Quietly narrating what's happening helps. Saying things like, I'm just going to wash your face now, or I'm just going to do your back. Only the next step. If they feel safe, everything is a lot easier. Don't do more than you have to. Let them do what they still can. If they can wash their face, why not? What they can't do, then you quietly fill in. It preserves their dignity and reduces resistance, and that's the best thing that can happen when you shower someone with dementia. And if today is simply not the day, stop. Just feel free to walk away. Try tomorrow. Choosing not to fight is not giving up. It's caring for both of you. Now, if you're in this stage with your loved one right now, you're going to run into dozens of situations like this one. Moments where nothing makes sense. When your loved one seems to be fighting you for a reason that only makes sense in their reality. I've made a whole video about the different reality they live in. I also put together a guide called Typical Situations. It's full of real scenarios and real solutions. Link is in the description. If this video helped, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.